Hey gamers, Gecko here. We just got a little bit of news about things that are going to be happening at the Arc World Tour, mainly things to do with Marvel Tokon, but there's a couple little bits of information about other games that we can sort of use to speculate things on. Arxis essentially points out a bunch of demos for different games that are coming out, and they've also told us what things will be playable specifically at the Arc World Tour Finals for people who are attending. There's things that you would generally expect, a couple of weird ones that make me a little bit worried, and a couple of things that just generally surprise me in a good way. Gonna be a bit of a weird one today. We will mostly be focusing on the Tocon news. We'll be speculating a little bit about 2.0, and I'll bring some unfortunate things to people's attention. So, let's get into it, shall we? So this is the page that Arc System Works put out. It is in Japanese and is being live translated by Google into English. So a couple of the things they say might be a little bit wrong, but we can get the general gist of what they're talking about. The main thing is right at the top. We are pleased to announce that we will be exhibiting a playable demo of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. The game is scheduled to release on Friday, August 7th, 2026 for PlayStation 5 and PC. The game will be exhibited for the first time in Korea at the venue that is being held at. Kintex is essentially the name of the venue where the Arc World Tour is. From the Friday to the Sunday of the event. Attendees at the Arc World Tour will be able to experience the latest demo, featuring previously revealed characters and stages. The demo will feature 8 characters featured in last December's closed beta, plus 3 new characters, revealed by Sony Interactive Entertainment at last week's State of Play event, being, of course, Magic, Wolverine, and Danger. Unless PlayStation announces something else, this is going to be the first time that we will be able to see these characters. Now, if outsiders will be able to actually get anything from the event is a little bit unknown. Sometimes when games appear early at events, they have strict no recording policies. Arxis have been known to do this. At EVO Japan, they had a playable version of Unica, but they didn't let anyone actually record footage of her moveset or what was going on. This was partly because Dual Rulers was airing at the time, and her moveset could be seen as spoilers, which retroactively makes no sense, but I guess they were trying to keep the big supers under wraps. It doesn't say here if we'll be able to get any recorded footage from the game or not, but hopefully we'll at least be able to get a couple of written reviews from people who are going to the event and are able to play the game. If you are wondering, no, I won't be going to the Arc World Tour. Korea is basically the other side of the world. It's about as close as you can get other than, like, Hawaii for me. So while I would love to be able to go, I don't have the means to get there, so I'm going to be sitting and watching the event live in my home on Twitch. So you can go and follow the Twitch if you want to see the events as they happen. There's a couple of new screenshots that people can chew on here a little bit, but we'll wrap back around to Marvel Tokon and what it means for all of other things later. For that, though, there will be other things that are playable at the event. At the Arc System Works title demo booth, you can experience the latest Arc System Works titles ahead of their release. And Damon and Baby, which is scheduled to release on March 26. Damon and Baby will be out by the time the Arc World Tour happens, and it also has a demo that's out right now, which is quite funny. You can also play popular titles currently on sale, such as Double Dragon Revive, Absolem, and Blaze Blue Central Fiction. Huh? I kind of expected Blaze Blue to make some sort of appearance, but I did genuinely expect it to be Entropy Effect. If you don't know, Entropy Effect has sold fucking gangbusters. Entropy Effect X hasn't released any sort of sales data yet, and since it's not on PC, I can't just go to my Steam charts and look to see how well the game is doing. But having CF be there over Entropy Effect is a strange choice. I know that there will definitely be people who appreciate it, but it is a very strange choice, not one that I expected. We'll get back to what this might mean in a bit. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of very heavy speculation on that one. In addition to Arc System Works titles, you will be able to try out various titles from sponsoring companies participating in the Arc World Tour 2025 to 2026 finals, such as Virtua Fighter 5, Shitty of the Wolves, we'll get to it, Taiko no Tatsu, and Katamari Damacy at the venue. Detailed information on the demo titles will be released on the official channel at a later date, so please stay tuned. Seeing that Arxis is networking with other companies is a nice sign. And the fact that Taiko is there is really cool, because I like Taiko no Tatsu. I think it's a very fun game. The influence of Fatal Fury over anything fighting game related always has me worried, to say the least. There's a lot of things that go on around that game, a lot of things that I personally don't like, which is why I've avoided the game as much as possible. I would much prefer it if Arc System Works and SNK were as distant as humanly possible, but obviously I don't work at Arc System Works and corporations aren't our friends. Money will do what money does, so it's a little bit worrying. I would like to believe the best in Arc System Works and hope that this is just a bit of a weird thing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Still though, other companies showing up and partnering is pretty cool. Nice to know that Arxis hasn't burnt every single bridge that they ever had, you know? We've got a couple other things that are happening at the venue. There's going to be like a lucky prize draw as well as a cosplay contest. A couple of things that are a little bit more convention-like, which is sort of the vibe I'm getting from a lot of these announcements. Obviously, Arxis has grown pretty exponentially in the past few years. So having their big event be more like a convention is, I guess, a bit more expected. It's cool that they have more things to do. I didn't go to the last Arc World Tour because, again, it was basically on the other side of the world for me. But apparently there was a lot of booths for, like, artist sallies and, like, things that you could just go and buy that were really cool. Arxis have also announced a bunch of merch that you're going to be able to buy that's Guilty Gear specific. And it's a very cool Giovanna fit that I was very normal about on Twitter. I think this year's Arc World Tour is going to be much more structured, convention-like, with a couple more things to do other than just watch the finals. Which, honestly, is probably a good thing in the long run. They're also selling multiple kinds of tickets. I think tickets have finally just gone live, so if you're planning to go, you should go and buy your ticket now. But you can get a VIP pass. The VIP pass includes priority access to the special standing area for Naoki's first live performance in Korea. The Arc World Tour special live in Korea. Damn, it spoiled it early. Naoki sings the theme song for Guilty Gear Strive and other characters' themes, as well as a VIP welcome kit containing special produced commemorative goods to celebrate the final tour. Wait, what? I think it means the finals tour. I think this is Google Translate being a little bit funky. Like I said, this is originally in Japanese. Like I can click this button. Oop, it's in Japanese now. I don't think this is. Well, I hope this isn't going to be Naoki's last ever tour. That would be really upsetting. I think it means the finals tour, and Google Translate is like, that doesn't make sense as a sentence. And preferential access to various events and content held at the venue. It's a fast pass, essentially. It probably is going to get you into, like, demo booths a little bit earlier. Maybe they have, like, a little separate line so you can go and play Tocon if you have, like, a VIP access a little bit faster than everyone else. You get a couple of goodies, and most importantly, you get priority access to the Guilty Gear Strive mosh pit. The fact that it's priority access to a standing area, that's so funny. Please, I need people to start moshing. Oh, what a world we live in. But yes, Naoki is doing another live session. If you don't remember last Arc World Tour, they actually did this and they streamed it. I hope they stream it again because it was very cool. It was very awesome. Naoki and Aisha were both there and they sung multiple different theme songs. However, Naoki was... We love him. We love Naoki. He might have been a little bit drunk. And forgot several of the words to the songs. It was fucking awesome. It was so cool. I really hope they do live stream it again. This year is a very fun watch. I absolutely love it. I love when you're just able to like go to concerts for stuff like this. The Strive music is a really big part of the game for a lot of people, and it's a way that a lot of people enjoy the game outside of playing it. So having like an actual full concert with Naoki and Aisha is fucking sick. It's awesome. They didn't say if she's going, but I hope she is there because a lot of the songs that she sings are very, very influential on the scene and the people who play the game. They don't play Radiant Dawn, I'm gonna be pissed. And they also just give a little bit of an overview of what's gonna be there. There's nothing really crazy that we don't know about. It's gonna be from the 20th to the 22nd in Korea. Admission free to play, paid VIP pass. What? Hold on. Free party. Wait, what? Oh my god. That's sick! You must first select your admission date and make a reservation via the Google form. Majority matches held during Arc Soul Tour will be broadcasted live. What? Oh my god, wait. So you can get in for free? I didn't even know this. That's sick. Why didn't they lead with this? So you can... Okay, so the event itself is like free, essentially. You just sort of have to say, hey, I'm going to be there at these times. And I assume it's going to be like a first come, first served type system. But if you want to guarantee that you get in, you can buy the all-day pass. The all-day pass essentially isn't entry in. The all-day pass is like guaranteed you can get in on any day that you want. How much is this? Fuck. Let me put it to US dollars. Hold on. Let me put it to fucking Monopoly money. Oh my fucking lord. What? So, okay. If you want to get in, all day pass, 35,000 Korean won. It's 25 bucks. It's 20. Huh? What? I think it's more to get into the last chance qualifier. Holy shit, what? How much does it cost to get into the LCQ? Free? What do you mean free? What do you... I'm losing my mind. What? Huh? Like, the most expensive part of the trip would be the fucking flight. What? You can just get into the LCQ. Just like that. That's insane. It's fucking insanity. Oh my lord. What? I don't even think last year's event was this cheap. That's fucking awesome. That's actually sick. Okay. Cool. There we go. If you're in Korea, go ahead. The event is free. You might as well. Fuck it. Why not, right? 20 bucks. 20 US dollars to get in for all 3 days. I've been to anime conventions that are more expensive than that. And you get a concert. Oh my lord. Oh my days. I might look at plane tickets. This just thrown a massive wrench into everything I was going to talk about. Because I was so fucking ready to be mean to Arxis. Because they have fucked up. Okay, like, I can't be too nice. Arxis have fucked up a little bit. I can't be too nice. But holy shit, it's 20 bucks for a VIP pass. That's insane. Depending on what merch they give you, it might be more... It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god. So, like I said... While it is very cool that Arxis is essentially running a giant event for fucking pennies, for literally nothing, there are a couple things that I am a little bit upset about. Like I said recently, Arxis have released a couple of demos for upcoming games. Unfortunately, there's not a Marvel Tokon demo, but this one, Damon and Baby, of course. Damon and Baby has a demo out right now, which I'm gonna check out. It's Arxis. Like, let's be fucking real. So this hasn't really been announced. They kind of just, you know, posted it on their social media. It looks like a sort of like Papers, Please alien kind of thing. Only downside. This game includes AI-generated and post-retouched images for illustrations accompanying some articles within the in-game news site. This is fucking bullshit. This is terrible. Thank you, Steam, for forcing an AI-generated disclosure thing. Fuck this. In case you're wondering, this does just have Arc System Works all over it. They are the publisher. They are the developer. This is on their official PR account, which is how I found it. Unfortunately, this is bad. This is really, really, really bad. Thankfully, in the Western talking ones, Arxis is getting told to kind of fuck off with this kind of thing. The fact that it uses AI is really bad. Like, it's just not a thing that anyone really wants. Arc System Works is known for making fucking beautiful games, and the majority of their creative program is filled with artists that make amazing things constantly. So seeing them use AI in a game is extremely disappointing, even if it is only a small section of the game. It's tainted the rest of the project, and it's made me worry about things that might happen in the future. I think it's important to call this out now, because I think it's important to know that while, yes, I do really respect this company, because the game that they made essentially given me my livelihood, there are some things that I can't condone and can't look away from. I don't like that they have openly used AI in a project. That is bad. I think the majority of the community fucking hates this. I don't think I've seen a single person that's been happy about this decision. Normalizing this stuff generally makes it worse, so that's why I'm bringing it up right now. If it is something small in the game, I'd say it could pretty easily be removed. Thankfully, it seems like the only project that's been touched with this, Marvel Tokon, has no disclosure of AI ever being used in the project. Hopefully, things like Strive don't get touched with this shit, but it is very upsetting to see. I hope Arxis takes the negative feedback and essentially reworks that portion of the game, because it doesn't seem like a big title release for them anyway, so they might as well just do things that make people happy, you know? Anyway, aside from that, what does this have to do with things like Tocon and 2.0? Well, since there's going to be a playable Tocon demo, it lends itself to the idea that maybe there'll be a later playtest sort of down the line. It is rare for Arxis as a company, as well as other fighting game companies, to show their game at an event and then not have another kind of playtest later. I don't think there's going to be one right away, but I think there might be another beta announced maybe at the end of the Arc World Tour. I also think Tocon is beginning to gear up to get ready for its launch. If you don't know, the game does launch at the start of August, so having the game get geared up and revved up and ready to go would lead to the maybe new characters being revealed at the event, as well as some kind of playable demo later down the line. Not sure when they would do this, maybe at the end of like the last chance qualifier? Under Night, Granblue, and Strive are all kind of speculated to have their own things that they want to talk about. Strive is very much known to have it. I remember hearing something about the developer saying that Under Night's DLC wasn't done, and it would kind of be ridiculous to drop Granblue at this point. It's doing really, really well, considering how it initially came out. So I would imagine Last Chance Qualifier, there's probably going to be some kind of announcement for Tocon. But what about the rest of the games? While I'm sure there will be playable booths that have Under Night, Granblue, and Strive, because it would be a little bit ridiculous to have a major tournament for these things and not have a playable area for it, the fact that there's no 2.0 booth or new Granblue teaser character makes me think that a couple of these things might actually be a little bit further away than we expected. A couple of people have been hoping for a big 2.0 launch at the Arc World Tour. They basically go there, they show the trailer, and they go, and it's out tomorrow. Sort of like what they did with Bridget at EVO. However, there not being any kind of playable version of the game makes me think that it might be a little bit further down the line than we expected. Maybe like a late April kind of time. Hopefully before sometime like July, when the next Arc World Tour is set to start. But I don't think there's going to be the big announcement of 2.0 dropping right after the Arc World Tour, unfortunately. But what else? CF being there is very strange. It's very weird, isn't it? It's very, very weird. I think Arxis is just kind of hedging their bench. They're probably like, you know, entropy affected pretty well. The BlazBlue name is not necessarily hot right now, but it's not dead. People still want BlazBlue. So maybe they'll be doing some sort of CF port. I don't think it's on current modern consoles. It is on PC. The big dream for CF would maybe be like an English dub. Get all the voice cast to come back and redo their characters. That would be pretty cool, pretty fun. But if you want to go real speculation, real crazy, Entropy Effect did introduce new elements to the BlazBlue story that are, in fact, canon. And, well, they've been talking about wanting to do BlazBlue at some point if they get the permission of the original creator. Maybe there'll be some BlazBlue news? Again, massive copium. If you want my expectations, they might finally be adding Ragnar, which I hope they are. I hope they're trying to make everyone familiar with BlazBlue so they can add Ragnar to Strive. That'd be really cool. Again, that's massive speculation. That is completely out there and wild. I've no idea if that's what's actually going to happen. We will unfortunately just have to wait and see. Could just be that they wanted to make sure that people know that CF isn't dead. It's alive and well. But we'll see. So, that's everything to do with the Arc World Tour. Talked a little bit longer than what I expected we were going to do. I hope you're all excited. If you can make it, please let me know if you're going. Bit of a mixed bag of news today. Hopefully, Arxis spins this around into a good thing. It's very upsetting seeing them dip into AI, but fucking it is what it is. Corporations aren't your friends, remember? Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all around. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more Arxis news. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!